Hello everybody and welcome back. Right, today we've got another cooking video and we're going to be doing microwave brownies. 100 grams of plain flour, 150 grams of butter, then we've got 65 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder, 200 grams of sugar, 2 eggs, we're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla essence, and then I've got a Freddo frog there, and I'll show you what it's going to be doing with him in a bit. So it's basically just mixing all the ingredients together, but first of all what we need to do is to melt our butter. So all we're going to do is just put that in the microwave for about 20 seconds or so, just get that melted, add it to the mixing bowl, and then to that we add the sugar, the cocoa, the vanilla, and give it a good old mix. And then we slowly start adding the eggs and just whipping a bit each time, and then add the flour and give it a good old mix, put it in a microwavable dish and get cooking. So what I'll do is I'll do the butter first, put that in, then start adding the ingredients and giving it a mix. Okay, so I've melted my butter. So right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that to the mixing bowl. Now, what I'm actually going to add to this as well, I didn't mention at the beginning, I should have done I suppose, is the butter that I'm using is actually unsalted butter. So I'm just going to put a little sprinkling of salt into the mix. So, right, so what do we need now then? So we need the sugar to add to that. So there's our sugar. Then we add the cocoa powder. I know I'm probably going to have some people screaming at me here saying, oh, you should sift all this, but difficult to do that and hold the camera. So that's the cocoa powder, then we need the vanilla extract, and then we're going to give it a mix. But what I'm going to do first, as I say, I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in it and then add the vanilla extract. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, right, then to that I'm going to add the vanilla essence or extract. Okay, so there's my teaspoon of vanilla essence, and I'll tell you what, there's only a tiny bit left in the little bottle, so what I'm going to do is add that in as well. It doesn't hurt, does it? And then once that's all mixed up, then I'll slowly start adding the eggs. It's gone nice and chocolatey already. As I say, this is a very simple way of doing it because the microwave, I mean, well, you'll see when I get this going, it only takes about 4 or 5 minutes in the microwave, so it's a very quick recipe. So if you've got people coming round and you have got these ingredients but you're short of a dessert, then you can whip these up in no time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, let's get in there. There's a few lumps with the cocoa powder. I probably should have sifted it, but never mind. I'm sure it'll be okay. Right, what I'm going to do now is slowly start adding the eggs, which is probably going to end up being about 1 egg at a time. So, put that there. Okay, we have the last egg. And then once that is all mixed in, then we'll just add our flour. Now what I'll probably do is do that a little bit at a time as well. Okay. For any of you bakers out there, I can only apologise. Okay, so there we go, we're all thoroughly mixed up. So you may be wondering, what am I doing with that Freddo frog? Well, what I'm going to do, this is one of these little miniature ones that you get in some of the smaller selection boxes. So I stole Freddo from a selection box, and what I'm actually going to do to give it a bit of extra chocolatiness, I'm actually going to grate poor old Freddo into the mixture to give it a bit of extra chocolate. Okay, so there we go. There is grated Freddo frog. So there we go. So what we're going to do now is pour him in there and give it another good mix. What we're going to do is now we're going to get that into a microwave dish with a bit of baking parchment. All we're left to do now is to put this in the microwave, and what we're going to do is we're going to put this in. See, this is quite a high powered microwave, and it's about 850 watts, so I normally put this in, I'd say put it in for 4 minutes and then check it after 4 minutes. Now I know you're probably thinking 4 minutes, that doesn't seem long, but honestly, trust me, it does, because I've done this before, thinking when I take it out, oh, it doesn't look cooked, I'll chuck it in for a bit longer and it just ends up dry. So, right, let me get that now in the microwave. I'm going to put that on for 4 minutes. Let's have a look here. Okay, now, looking at how I've done them before, now I think that probably wants about another minute, but that is about it, because you don't do it too much, because otherwise it's just going to be dry. So another minute, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, that was for an extra minute. So in total, it's 5 minutes. Now, I know some of you are looking at me thinking, well, it's not cooked, it doesn't look cooked, but believe me when I tell you that it is, because that is still cooking from the inside. So, weirdly, that is done. Now, there's no point getting out your little skewer and prodding it and thinking, oh, we'll see, see if it comes out clean, see if it's cooked in the middle, because obviously the whole point of a brownie is that it is squishy and gooey in the middle. So I would say I'm going to leave it there, because if I do it anymore, see these areas here where they're really starting to go brown, they'll end up just being tough. So I'm going to leave it there. That'll do, I think. Then what I'll do is I'll give it a little time to cool, and then when I get it out, I'll put it on a cooling rack or slice it up, put it on a plate, and I'll let you have a look. Okay, I thought I'd just jump back on a second. It's been cooling now for about 5 minutes. And as you can see, as it starts to cool, it starts to pull away from the edges, which is a very good sign. And those bits in the middle that look really liquidy are actually now starting to, as if the heat, because it's still very, very hot underneath, and that heat is just starting to come through. So I think we'll leave it for about another 10, say 15 minutes, and then I'll get it out of the glass dish and get it onto a baking rack. Okay, so there you go. So what I did was let it rest for about 10-15 minutes, took it out of the microwavable dish with its baking parchment, and then put it on a plate upside down for the bottom. Now you might be looking at this thinking, what on earth is that? But honestly, trust me, it will taste delicious. And then once you've sort of cut it into little squares, dusted it with a bit of icing sugar, it will be absolutely perfect. Don't worry too much about these bits around the edge. You can see where it's still a bit moist. That is part and parcel of it. That will taste absolutely marvellous. So once I've got it all cut up into little squares, I'll come back to you and show you the finished article. So there we have it, microwave chocolate brownies. Now just be aware that when you are slicing them up, it still will be a little bit sticky. So, that's just something to look out for. But as you can see, I mean, they're very nice. I mean, they've got the right sort of texture. So that's chocolate brownies in the microwave, 5 minutes. And I'll see you soon. Enjoy.